How did Ryan Klein change the game tonight?
Well, obviously they've played a lot of zone, and I thought they might even start the game in the zone, and we were able to do some good things against their man, and then they went zone and got some good looks in the first half. Our bigs didn't do a good job in the first half of finishing. I thought A.J. did a great job in the second half of finishing. So when A.J. came alive and was making some plays, it really opened up some things, and Ryan stepped up and made some threes, and it was probably the difference. But we had some guys do some good things. Vince had 6 assists. Kendall had 5 assists. So they did some good things and passed the ball well against the zone.
How were you able to get the baskets you needed to get there at the end? Was it just a matter of getting the ball to A.J. in the middle of that zone?
Yeah, it was a little bit, they had it's hard when you get down, double digits, 8, 9, 10 points, and you're in a zone because the other team then can dictate tempo and run a lot of clock. So they went back to man. Rising went to man. We just tried to go inside and get him one-on-one and try to make some plays in there and then just play off that, just play inside-outside basketball.
Kind of unfolded the same way the games in Connecticut did, where it was right around that same point in the second half. You guys were able to kind of separate yourself. Is there something to that? Is it like we talked about in Connecticut, maybe is your team wearing people down a little bit?
I don't know about that. I thought, we were pretty good to start the game. I thought Pitt was tough in that last 10 minutes and really took it to us. Was swarming the ball, was around the basketball, was playing hard. And then it was back and forth for a while. But we've got into whether it's our games have been games of runs. Old Dominion, Florida, this game, and it's good and bad. Obviously, when you're on good runs, but that's what it comes down to. That last run for us was the difference.
Ryan, when you guys were talking about the redshirt situation, is this pretty much exactly the scenario you hope to be in at some point, making the difference in the second half of a game like this?
It's just something that kind of just came out and kind of did. He really tried to run some plays for me to get the ball. And when the redshirt conversation came up, obviously games like this is something I was really looking forward to.
Coach, is there anything that A.J. was able to do different in the second half than the first half that led to success? Seemed like he was getting really good position.
Yeah. Well, I thought he got some good looks in the first half, just didn't go strong, didn't get squared up, didn't go strong. It's difficult when you're away from it in the first half because you're not right on top of it. But we just tried to do some different things against the zone and move the ball and probe the defense. And when things weren't there right away, just be patient and keep moving and make their bigs work and make them be aware. Sometimes against the zone, people will overdo it, and then you get open looks, and then sometimes they'll just stay one-on-one. And so we wanted to be able to recognize those two things, and our guys did a great job of recognizing. I just thought if he got one-on-one and he played strong, he was going to score.
Ryan, how'd that game feel?
It was great. Obviously in the first half, I couldn't really get anything to go. The first couple minutes I played, but I really feel like my teammates really stuck around me. They were in the locker room just motivating me, telling me to keep shooting the ball. That's what I did, and they were knocking down the second half.
AJ, did you feel like you could get pretty much whatever you wanted tonight?
I just try to keep it simple, really. Just get great position, really. Just keep it simple. Just go hug, or if anything, look for my teammates as open. Like I saw him shoot around today. He was doing great shooting, so I just knew hit my shooters when they open.
Vince, how was Ryan a difference maker tonight in the second half?
He was definitely a spark for us coming off the bench. When I told him, like AJ said, he had a tremendous shooting performance to shoot around today. And I told him before the game started, I told him we were going to need him and shoot with confidence. It don't matter if you're airball or anything. Just don't worry about that shot and shoot the next one. So he came out and he shot the second half with confidence, and you could tell, and the whole world could tell. So for him to come off and do it as a freshman and help us out, it was on the road was big for us.
What was working for you guys early? Oftentimes when teams play their first game on the road, there's a little bit of an adjustment period to that environment. But obviously that was almost the best case scenario first couple of minutes for you.
Just shots went down early, and then we were playing good defense on the other end. So we started out really good. Probably our best road start. So since I've been here, like I said, we were making shots early, and we were getting stops and rebounding and getting out and just getting good looks and getting good shots to help set our defense up on the other end.
Matt, how did you feel like your team responded to this environment without obviously one of your most important guys?
I thought they did a great job. I thought Ray was good for us. Just being a leader and being there and talking in the locker room, and so he stayed engaged. But it's a real test when, you know, one of your main guys go down, what kind of team you have, what kind of character you have. And I thought our guys responded. So it's hard. It's hard as a coach to try to play guys, to play 8, 9, 10 guys. It just is, because guys can't get comfortable until they can get minutes and stay minutes. And Ray's a guy that's been in that role, like Ryan's in right now, to where he's been there as a freshman. It's hard. And then he's grown to where he is right now, and it's just it's a maturation process. But the thing I told Ryan, like in the first half, sometimes you don't think this way when you're a shooter, but he subbed out and he's mad he missed 2 shots. I said, who scored on you? He's like, well, no one scored on me. So sometimes in your mind, you have to understand, hey, even though I didn't make some shots in the first half, I did some good things. And so that's a great sign for him, and it's a great sign for our team.
How close was Ray to playing, and do you have any idea how he is for the weekend?
He's good running. He's good running, just changing direction. Looks like cutting. He struggles with you. He doesn't have that trust yet. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If he's ready to go Saturday, he'll play. If not, then obviously, he won't.
Are there any more questions for the student athletes? Get them out of here.
AJ, the 2 3-pointers. What's kind of going on there? Those are your
I shouldn't want to
yeah.
Yeah, just shouldn't want
You put some time into it.
Yeah, something I put some time into. Yeah, it's just something like he just know. As long as I put my time in, I'm open. It's a rhythm. I'm allowed to take it. Other than that, I just stick to my bread and butter, really.
All right, guys.
You enjoy that.
I did.
Matt, how does that change things for you if AJ can be fairly consistent there? And because it hasn't been part of his game at all for the first 3 years, at least in games.
Well, he's had games like this. He's had, he had games in the Big Ten tournament. He's had games in the NCAA tournament. Yeah, the threes. That's nothing. Whatever. It's luck.
When you decided to not redshirt Klein, did you think games like this were possible? I'd imagine you probably did. Right?
The thing that jumped out was an injury or foul trouble. He's in this position because, one of our main guys went down. He's got to continue to do the other things. There's no doubt he can do what he does tonight. He can really shoot. He's the best shooter I've ever been around. And so, but tonight I thought he defended, even though on the stat sheet he has, no assists, no rebounds. He has zeros across the board. He did a good job defensively and carried out his scouting report. Those are the type of things that he's got to, keep working on, and he's got to make me make tough decisions. And so I feel like Kendall, Dakota, him, they're guys that can change the game. But you got to get some consistent shooting. Tonight, those 2 guys, didn't shoot the ball well. He gets the opportunity because Ray's out and they don't shoot well, and he's the difference in the game.
Kendall's 3 for a lot the last couple of games. You see anything he's doing that is perhaps impacting his shooting?
Just a shot or 2 a game he probably shouldn't take. The other ones are pretty good shots. They're just not going down for him. So when guys can shoot, you just try to be positive with them. But they can't get carried away when they're struggling. They got to try to get an easy one, get going, get some confidence, and then hopefully they can, string a couple together.